Everybody, welcome to the video surprise of the day. Today we're going to do a video on the 2020 to 2021 Honda CR-V Hybrid Touring all-wheel drive. Before you get started, please remember to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon when we notify new videos, and I really appreciate that thumbs up so other people can see the video. Thank you very much in advance. Okay, and let's get started. First of all, the Honda CR-V we're looking at is a hybrid touring all-wheel drive. And it's a very beautiful car, and this is in white. This pink color is platinum white pearl, and it's about a $400 option, by the way. There's a number of colors that Honda starts charging about $400. Okay, the length of this vehicle is 182 inches and the width is 73 inches. The height is 67 inches, and you can see it's a nice size vehicle overall, and it's basically fits 5 people without any problems, and actually very roomy in the back seats as well too. So as you do a walk around, you probably notice there are some chrome touches around the window sills, and that makes it look more higher end, more expensive, I guess, in a way. As you walk around this vehicle, you notice the Honda CR-V hasn't changed that much over time, even though there are subtle changes. There's a lot of chrome touches on the Touring model, and you can see in the back where the tail lamps are. And it looks really nice. In fact, you got the nice all-wheel drive in this hybrid, and also you got some chrome touches around the bumper area, so that makes the vehicle look very classy and very upscale in a way. So you also see it has a wiper in the back as well too, and you can actually open the lift over here in the back, and we can take a look what's inside. But before we do that, I just want to show you a little bit on the profile over here. And the stance is pretty big size, and these are wearing 19-inch wheels. Notice the bumper area actually has some block plastic, probably very noticeable near the trim area as well. But that's a little bit, just to give a little contrast in particular. But also this one has the nice roof rails as well too. Also you notice that this 4-door, definitely gets very good MPG overall. So take a glimpse at that at 38. I'm going to more in details later. And look in the front fascia, you got the LED lights, you got the LED fog lamps as well too. So the blue badging you can see on the Honda logo, I don't know if that shows up on the vehicle or not. Oh, by the way, special thanks to Dublin Honda for letting me film this vehicle and check out this vehicle as well too. So as in all Honda vehicles, it's a great place to look at Dublin Honda. And look at the front fascia, there definitely are some chrome touches around the headlight area, and also the safety sensors also located in the front near the logo. The setup for suspension is this as follows. Front is strut, back is multi-link. So you have a pretty good ride still with this particular vehicle, and it's an SUV. It's definitely not going to be a race car. And definitely double wishbone suspension is probably better for the ride. So once you open the lift gate, you notice that there's also a button to close it as well, besides using the key fob. And that button is right over here, and you also can set the height as well. So you notice very spacious interior overall. This one has the cargo cover included, and also the seat belts are in the way. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull down the seats, then you can see a lot more space. One thing you probably notice over here, there's plenty of space for some smart cargo, but not a lot of big cargo, and there's a pull handle. And also lighting as well too, so you can see at night when you're putting something in back of the trunk, for example, or the lift gate. So yeah, a lot of space. It's a 60-40 split folding seats as well, and you can see all the way to the front, so the visibility is really great. Just pull this handle and the seat belts will hold it. I'm gonna have to unbuckle the seat belt. And you can see it goes all the way down. Cargo space is 33.2 cubic feet with the seats up, and 68.7 cubic feet behind the front seats when all the seats are down in the second row. So definitely a lot of room for hauling stuff as well too. I don't think you need anything too big unless you're gonna go up to the Pilot, for example, for the Honda. Okay, one of the things you'll notice on the CR-V Hybrid, as I understand, is definitely there's no spare tire included. There's only a tire repair kit. And one of the things that bothers me is that you don't have a spare tire, you don't feel confident sometimes to go far distance, because basically you could get stranded without a spare tire. Also, this one is capless, so you need a little funnel if you need to pour gas from a gas tank to your vehicle. So that's the inflator kit. Yeah, pretty small size. Also have a little area for storage as well too. The cover actually, I'm trying to put this back together with one hand. Okay, looking at this vehicle in particular, you'll notice there's a lot of nice touches throughout the interior as well. But the incandescent bulb should go away to an LED bulb. LEDs aren't that expensive nowadays. And the nice cargo cover actually is pretty nice to cover your goods. You're going to stow it back of the liftgate. So that thing just closes like that, and it's really quiet overall. And doesn't take. Okay, and let's take a look at the driver's seat over here. And you can notice the door looks really nice with this fake wood, but you can instantly tell pretty much it's fake. You get a nice chrome door handle look. You got the 2 seat settings. You also got power windows, power locks, power mirrors, 12-way power seat with memory as well too. So the driver's seat has this feature, but the front passenger doesn't have the lumbar feature. So you got lumbar is missing, but you can do front and back. And you got 2 settings for the seats. You got 2 key fobs. You can set up the settings as well too. More of the fake wood, which is easily noticed is fake. It doesn't look that real. You got lane departure, parking sensor, lift gate open, collision mitigation, vehicle stability control as well too. So you're looking at the seats, really nice leather trim seats over here. And it's very comfortable seats, a lot of cushion as well too. So let's hop on in and see what we see over here. So this is a nice dash overall. Of course it has the logo. I didn't have the vehicle on, so I can tell a little bit what's on. If you have it on this, you can see all the controls. The left is the fuel, the right is the gas, and your gas tank is on the left. In the middle, you got the digital settings for MPG and such. So on the left of the steering wheel, you see the phone buttons, the volume for the radio. And on the right, you do see the cruise control, the steering wheel warmer, lane departure. And on the radio over here, you can see a lot of different features. Nice touchscreen, but it's not that big. So here's a video a little bit. You can do Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and the screen is actually smaller. You probably noticed that. So a lot of the sides are taken up by controls. Your push button start. It's a continuous variable transmission. Okay, so a few things I mentioned. 2 1.5 amp USBs in the front, T charger, cup holder, and pretty deep storage over here, but not very big in size in particular. So if you close this cover, you also have a little area over here, but I don't know how much use is that area unless you have something longer. Some people don't like the push button switch transmission and like the shift, so that's something to note. Also, you got the map lights and all the other amenities here. And so you got the map lights and also a sunglass holder, and doubles as a rear view mirror as well too. And we're gonna do the sun visor test. The material is actually very similar to the RDX, the headliner. That's why you probably noticed instantly. So I tested that one in a different video, and to see if it slides all the way through. Wow, it does go all the way through pretty much. I would say like a 9 out of 10, okay? Doesn't completely cover everything, which is good enough in my book, okay? And the headliner I mentioned before is actually very similar material to the RDX. Imagine that, right? So that's the RDX, the higher luxury edition. That's the sunroof. You can control the features over there. Let's take a look at the engine bay over here. And you notice this is a 4-cylinder 2.0 liter engine Atkinson cycle, also called Earthstream engine, with 2 motor hybrid system. 212 horsepower at 6,200 RPM. Combined torque is 129 net at 3,500 RPM. And the numbers for 0-60 are 7 to 7.5 seconds per motor trim, and that varies from 7 to 7.9 seconds from other reviewers as well too. MPG is 40 city, 35 highway, and 38 combined as well. So quite a bit savings on the MPG in this particular vehicle. Not going to be the fastest vehicle, but definitely not on the slow side. You don't want something like 9 seconds or something like that. That's going to be slow. So definitely for around 7 seconds to 8 seconds is definitely okay for driving a vehicle. And also the hood over here is actually very heavy, by the way. I think it's still made of metal, if not aluminum, but that's why I felt lifting it up. It's pretty heavy overall. So let's take a back seat look behind the driver and see how it looks like. So as like the front, everything is the same. Doesn't have seat warmers that I noticed. So, but there's plenty of space on the second row. Very spacious on the second row. In fact, it also has a light over there. and you're gonna have 2 cup holders over here. It's not a pass-through though, just 2 cup holders over here in the middle, and you got the vent and also more USB charging ports. So 2.5 amp charging, great for iPad or say a phone as well too, and it has good visibility of the front as well. So the material and touches on the leather trim are pretty nice overall. It's not cheap stuff. It's very very nice and quality stuff. So you're not getting really anything low end in terms of the leather trim. So you notice the headliner and everything is very spacious. I think if you're 6 feet and below, you probably fit really well in the back without any major problem. There's no map pockets on the driver's side, but there's some on the passenger side. And there's some contrast with the coloring of the door. And you can see the black and also the ivory color or so. So it looks pretty nice overall. Definitely not a luxurious vehicle, but definitely not an economical vehicle as well too. So you got some soft touches and you got some hard touches, right? And that one's hard touch over here, and below that is hard touch as well. And there's places to put cups and stuff like that as well on the doors. And that's the window sticker in particular. So let's take a look at the other rear seat. And everything looks really similar in a way. So it's very similar in the back seat. You still have cup holders, you have the chrome touch door handles, and you have the map pockets. And you can see that it's very roomy and spacious, and there's quite a bit of light that goes inside. Too bad the light over there is not LED, but who cares, right? That doesn't really matter that much. So let's gonna take a look at the tire over here. I do want to show you the Continentals, and these are 19-inch rims, by the way. Definitely very good looking rims and wheel as well. So these are like 235s 55 R19 tires, pretty big size overall, so it's not bad. And for a hybrid, definitely you want to go too small still, but too big, your gas mileage may suffer. You also have these ridges over here that you actually could do lock and unlock. So let's take a look at the front passenger. You notice that the doors and stuff like that are very consistent throughout the vehicle. Soft touches, those are fake wood, and the other one is a little bit soft as well too. And this one doesn't have lumbar support. Let's see if I can show you that over here. You could do front and back only. So compared to the other one, you do front and back, also lumbar support for the driver. So the seats are leather trim as well too, and that design is not too special, I guess, but it looks okay, and a lot of similarities in a way to the RDX as well too, in a way. So the headliner for one, right? And you can see way in the back there's plenty of space. Let's look at the glove compartment. There's not felted or anything like that. Pretty hard, but there's definitely a lot of room over here. You could put something bigger in there as well too. So let's close it. See, and you can open it back up. Not bad at all. It's a nice size glove compartment. So this vehicle is definitely for a great commuter car, family car, and you got the T charger, all the amenities you probably need, especially on the touring one. And here's my pros and cons. These are just my opinion. Yours may differ. So first of all, what I like about this vehicle, I like the nice trim seats. I think the engine is definitely strong enough. Everything is well laid out as well. And you don't have any problems accessing or using this vehicle. Nothing is set in an odd location or anything in particular. What I didn't like about this vehicle now, the cons is basically the infotainment. The screen is actually pretty small. Definitely don't go for the LX model. The infotainment is even smaller. And the other con I really didn't like is basically it doesn't have a spare tire. The hybrids only have this inflation kit, which is really bad. And the last con is definitely the price is pretty high over this. $37K overall with destination. Come on, you could actually get an RDX. Forget about the hybrid, and you'll be more happy. That's a lot better vehicle overall, and you got a lot of different touches as well. So consider looking at both, cross shop both, and this competitor is actually the Rav4. Hopefully you liked this video. Please help me out for a thumbs up so other people can see the video. Please leave a comment if you help others or you have something to talk about. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.